that's how it look at it.
Yeah, playing checkers at the gym. When I dream about the Southland, this is you can't make us run. Oh, it's blessed Graceland whispers to me. Carry on, carry on.
With us today. Plenty of seats right down here. This beautiful lady.
Here in America, you never did think that it ever would happen again.
Thank you. Thanks. Appreciate it. I love an applause. Well, it's great to be here at the, this is the Obama for President rally, isn't it? And I, this is a Tea Party rally? Yeah. Gosh. You know what the problem with you people is? I always wanted to start a speech with, you know what the problem with you people is. It's the worst way you could ever connect with your audience. So I was trying to think of a way you could do that. But you're just so greedy. And you're so self-centered. I mean, it should be an honor for you to serve your heroic and fearless leader and to support his programs, and you should pass this jobs bill right now. No reason not to. You should do it right now. Don't even think about it. Just trust him. Another trillion. What's another trillion? We're already 15 in the hole. Who cares? But you know, it's amazing to me when I travel around and I hear people, even Republicans, saying they need to do something about health care, or they need to do something about this or that, or some other big issue. When the problem is, they're the ones that made the problem, obviously, and we want them to fix it. We need to get them to stop fixing it. I mean, yeah, thank you. I told you I'd get them fired up. But you know, asking them to fix Social Security is like asking Jim Waters to be the sorority house night guard. And just a bad decision maker. But you know, I'm really proud of you people for being out here and doing things that you do, and it's amazing how a small group of people, and if we got even 5% of the country to be motivated to go out and you don't even have to be out at a rally, just tell your friends. Sometimes I get to the point where I just don't want conflict anymore. I don't want to argue with people, and everybody gets so mad. I'm tired of being everybody's enemy, which I have been for a long time. I just get so tired of the confrontation of it, but you know, we live in a time where we're going to have to get out and talk to people about it. And you don't have to do it in a vitriolic kind of way, even though I do. You probably don't want to use my method, which is to get as petty and small as you can. But there are nice ways to handle things. But we live in a time where America is in more danger than most Americans even realize. And if you walk through Target and you look around at the people, they have no idea what's going on. They have no idea that America, and this sounds so melodramatic, and forgive me for this, but we are on the edge of a cliff. And people don't even know it. And when we talk about these deficits, at least if it was a war, at least we know the solution. We got to kill the bad guys, right? But we can't even agree on the problem. And if you talk about what the problem is, most people say we need to get them to go fix it. And they don't understand that all we need to do is get rid of them. And so, unless you're one of my friends, I didn't mean that about you. Yeah. No, Bill Hammer. No, I mean, you gotta keep them, he's great. Okay. But you know, in general, we need to yes, term limits would be good too. But we need to get them to stop fixing the problem, and we need to do the things that made America great. We live in the greatest country in the history of civilization. What made us different? It wasn't Obama's jobs bill. It wasn't socialism. It was free markets and rugged individualism. And it's so refreshing to hear a voice of reason and a voice of principle. Even, the worst arguments I get in are with Republicans, especially Republican staffers. When I go to D.C. and I talk to these staffers, it's maddening. They have no idea what the real problems that we're facing are. And if you tell them you don't want to raise the debt ceiling, they look at you like you are a nut. And I am a nut. But every once in a while in history, the nuts are right. And this time I'm right. And so I got another applause. God, I'm really doing well, Carroll. I got two applause. I'm working towards a standing ovation. So yeah, thanks. But anyway, I'm right back. It's so refreshing to hear a voice of reason and a voice. 1 minute. Okay, you got the cane. And I'm talking about Eric now. I'm getting off of myself, and I'm not going to talk about you anymore, Jim. But a voice of reason and a voice of principle. And the first time I heard Eric speaking on 750, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I said, God, this guy's saying the same things that I'm saying, and he doesn't sound like a crazy nut. I mean, I need to learn that delivery better. But he's a talk show. He took over for Neil Bortz while he was out, and he has his own radio show now on 750. And he's from my hometown in Macon, where he lives there now. And he went to Mercer Law School. I went to Mercer. And so he and I have a lot of common bonds. And when Jim finally introduced me to Eric, I was so excited to meet him. And my wife doesn't understand what a big star he is. And when he came to our house for the first time, he came over to visit. I said, Carrie, you've got to be really nice to this guy. And I said, why? Who is he again? I said, well, he runs. He's the president of RedState.com, or the editor of RedState.com. And he's a big deal. I mean, people, And she said, well, I mean, he said, what is he? He's like a blogger guy? He's like Breitbart? And we know Breitbart too, and Carrie can't stand being around him because he's just a nut, like me. But, and I said, no, this guy's normal, and he's a big star, and for him to even come here to Carrollton and give us the time is such an honor. And so I'm so thankful to him for coming to Carrollton and giving us this time. And I said, Carrie, more than anything else, this guy's connected so many wealthy conservatives and Republicans all over the country that we can exploit. And that's something that she understands. And so this is a guy who really does deserve a standing ovation. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Erickson.
Secularstupidist.com, conservative.com, rightosophy.com.